Hey, I'm Marco Schwartz, and today in this video I want to tell you my answer to a question that I've been getting a lot lately, which is, should I actually put my courses on Udemy? If you're a course creator, should you put your courses on this platform or on any other platform that is similar to Udemy? So that's a very good question, and first I will start with kind of my story with Udemy and what was my experience with the platform. So if you don't know, Udemy is a platform where you can basically put your online course and people will search for it on Udemy platform or see ads from Udemy or being referred by some third party, right? And Udemy will handle all the course hosting, all the sales page, all the checkout thing for you, and of course allow people to actually discover your courses. So on paper that looks just great. I actually put some of my courses about electronics, about programming, that I'm still saying by the way, on Udemy. Just I thought, okay, there is this platform, there are people looking for courses, let's just expand my user base basically. The only problem with Udemy, I mean one of the big challenges, is that they will basically always discount your courses. So let's say you put your course for €100 or $100, right? They will usually sell it for around $10 to people. And that creates a lot of problems. So for example, in my case where I've seen 3 courses on Udemy, they were ranging from 50 to 100 euros on my site. But basically what Udemy did is that they always discounted the course for $10, right? And that created a lot of problems because, well, some people were pissed, right? Because they were paying on my site for the full price, right? Or maybe a little discount. And then some other people will get it for $10 on Udemy. It also created a problem in support, right? Because on some of my paid courses, there needs to be some quite heavy customer support because there are some technical questions. But on Udemy, people just pay me $10 and I couldn't put the same resources, so people were actually getting angry on Udemy as well because I just couldn't dedicate resources to actually help those people. It was also the problem that also it lowered the perceived value of my courses on the platform, right? Who cares about a $10 course, right? And also having cheaper courses attract kind of cheaper customers, right? So people that will complain a lot, ask a lot of questions, and then ask for a refund anyway, right? So these kind of people that you just don't really want in a nice premium course, right? So I had all those issues. I did make some money from Udemy, but at the end, most people actually went to Udemy to actually buy my course, which did everything bad for my brand. It lowered the value of my courses. It lowered my revenues because people were not paying me anymore $50 for a course, but 10. And also note that Udemy take a share of the profits, so it's 50% if they found your course via Udemy, right? And as low as 25% if it's actually from a paid advertising from Udemy, which is the case of many courses. So clearly, I'm not saying that Udemy is bad. I will get back to that in a few moments, but definitely for this brand, right, that I had, it was not the right fit. So is Udemy all bad? Not at all. There are some people doing some very good money on Udemy, like probably next to maybe $1 million even per year on the platform, because you can just see some of their courses have like 50,000 students enrolled. If they gain around $10, that's $500,000 already, right? So there's definitely a way to make money on Udemy. You should just note that if you want to have all your courses, especially the higher priced courses, so anything above $10 basically, on Udemy, then you should only be on Udemy because it will create some differences of prices compared to your site and Udemy, and people will just go there anyway or get angry at you for selling them a more expensive version of your course. So that's a possibility, right, to just use Udemy. However, that's not the way I recommend, because you don't actually have any control on the platform. You put your course, right? You can, of course, recommend the course via your site, say, hey, I have this course on Udemy. Then you actually get a higher percentage of sales because you actually recommended directly the course. So I think they only take like some percent instead of 50%. However, if you just sell your course like this, why not have it at a higher price on your own site, right? Why put it on Udemy at all if most of the recommendations come anyway from you, right? On Udemy, you also don't really have control of any other marketing, right? They have this sales page template. You can't really change anything. You can just change the text and maybe put some video. You also don't have any control on the email list, right? You can import it somewhere else and use it for your own Facebook advertising or other paid advertising. You don't control any upsells. You can't, send messages as you want after the purchase. So it's very, very, very limited, and you gave up a lot of power when you put all your courses basically on Udemy. So what do I actually recommend? Well, there is a use, and definitely great use for Udemy, and that's for two things: free courses and what I call entry-level courses. So I actually currently I'm trying that with a free course on Udemy. So there is a course that I give as a lead magnet, right, on one of my sites. And basically I just put this course, the same version, on Udemy. And of course it's not making any money, right? Also it's not really getting me some emails because you don't have access to the people on Udemy. However, the course is talking about one software that I actually own as well. And it talks about this software. So indirectly, this course, which is on Udemy, and I think 3,000 people took the course so far, because it's free, it therefore generates a lot of traffic to my main site, to the site of this software, right? And that's just great. It's just free traffic just by using the course. So if you have any assets that you usually give away for free anyway, definitely it could be a nice idea to put it on Udemy. Also for what I call entry-level courses. So courses that you would usually sell shortly after somebody, for example, discovered your brand, right? Usually what is called in marketing terms as a tripwire. So it would be some $7-10 course, which is the price at what Udemy will usually sell the courses anyway. And it could be a nice idea to put this course as well on Udemy, right? Maybe along with some free courses. Therefore, you can create this little collection of very nice content, cheap content on Udemy. And inside the courses, you speak about your brand, right? And people will look for that. And if they want to learn more, well, they can always go to your site where there are those higher priced courses. So that would be my strategy for using Udemy. Definitely don't put all your courses on there because it will really lower the value of your brand and of your courses. But you can definitely use Udemy as a traffic source for your main products. For example, via free courses and via very cheap, like entry-level mini courses. So that's what I think of Udemy. I would love to see what you also think about the platform. If you agree with what I said in this video, if you have any comments or feedback, so don't hesitate to leave that below the video. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.